All right, I am live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Oh, a love reading. This is specifically about love for Capricorns or anybody else who happens to come across this video. It's my intention there is something in my readings for anyone who comes across them. And my readings are also timeless. And that's Kitty right there. So I have chosen 3 cards from Wisdom of the Oracle. And this deck is great because the book comes with a little description about relationships for each card. So I'm going to read the cards upright, and then I'm going to clarify with some other decks. So Capricorn, you have been through it. You have gone through something that has burned you to ashes. But you're rising up out of it. You are like the phoenix. You are the plant that can only grow after a fire. And you are growing more beautiful than ever. Stronger, more resilient. This card is, hey, Princess K, good morning. This card is speaking about remembering that there is life after death. Death is not the end. There's always a cycle. There is love after loss. That whatever you have gone through, it has given you some kind of gift, some kind of understanding, allowing you to go through this regeneration process, this rebirth. And this is a time right now for you to be open to new people coming into your life, to what people have to offer. It's time for you to release control of how you think things should be. This is a new way of showing up. It's allowing yourself to be receptive. Because when you do that, you're letting people show you how they can help you, how they can support you. When you're trying to be in control, you kind of hold people at a distance. No, I don't think that you're doing it right, or I think you should do that differently. And it kind of, it doesn't allow people to really bring you their gifts. And so when you just let them take the reins and kind of lead you and show you themselves, it leads you very quickly to new opportunities, new understandings. It's a part of the regeneration process. And with Round and Round, I think this speaks to the situation that you've come out of. That most likely it was a situation that you've experienced in some form before. Same person, different body kind of thing. And the thing about it is that because, all of our experiences are like a spiral, we come back around and we're like, oh my God, I'm here again. What's going on? Why? But the thing is, you've learned something very valuable since the last time you were in this place. And coming back around again, you're like, oh, you realize you have a different perspective. you understand things in a little bit differently than you did before. And I think that's a part of this regeneration, is realizing, oh, I don't need to go through this the way I did before. Oh, I can release and let go. I can let this build me up. I can allow myself to receive rather than trying to take control and do everything myself all the time. And I think this also speaks to that if you do try and stay in control, that if a part of you is like, I don't want to go through what I just went through, so I'm going to make sure that I orchestrate everything just so. Capricorns really like to have things set up in a certain way. That can lead you coming back around to this type of situation again. But to know that that's okay, because if you do end up in a similar situation as this one that you've just left, you will have learned something again. There's always a lesson in everything that we go through. And there's always something beneficial to be gained. And you will regenerate once again. It's always the cycle. But I'll leave it there, and I will clarify with the good tarot to begin. Page of Earth, a new beginning. This is a part of your regeneration. This is moving forward slowly. Takes a little while to grow up out of the mess. But I feel like as you allow others to help lead you, help guide you, as you let your higher power lead you and guide you, and you let people and the universe give you the signs, the gifts along the way, that this is tangible results. And it's being willing to put in the work and seeing that your efforts do pay off. This is you coming to terms with what you've been through and moving forward confidently with a whole new vision. Yeah. This is being resourceful. This is seeing the benefits of taking advantage of what people have to offer. Not in a bad way, but in a, being very grateful. She's very trustworthy. This is you allowing the gifts to come in, receiving the gifts, letting people nurture you, letting the abundance flow in, having your cup open to receive all of the gifts from the universe, including the person who is meant to show up for you. This new person is trustworthy. They're reflecting this back to you because you are opening yourself. You are opening your heart from where you've been. You're not keeping yourself constricted and closed off. You're not trying to control the situation. You're just like, okay, whatever comes in is what's meant to be. It's what's meant for me. This is a new beginning with someone who really deeply cares about you, who sees your worth, who sees your value. I don't think this person is going to be another step on the spiral. I think this is completely moving away from this spiral. You've come to the end and it's like, learned your lessons, moving on happily. This is someone who's coming in very quickly. It's funny. It's funny because this card speaks of slow movement. Maybe at first it's going to feel like you're just kind of getting to know one another. You're not really sure. You're still going through this rebirth. But as you get to know them, as you get comfortable with one another, it speeds up more and more quickly. And you want to make sure that you're not holding them back because of what's happened in the past. That you do want to allow yourself to be open to something new. That what's happened in the past doesn't necessarily mean that's always going to be what happens with every person that comes along. Keep that heart open. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go with the Oracle Tarot. Nervous about change. Nervous about the new love coming in because you've been burned. You have been burned, probably quite badly. But even though you're nervous, you're still pouring into the cups. You're still preparing to receive your guest or your guests. And we have the two butterflies here. Butterflies are like transformation. There's two of them. It's renewal. Even though you're nervous, you're seeing that it's worth it's worth preparing a cup for them. Cautious progress. Yeah, feeling cautious, and that's okay. That's why it's moving slowly. Because you're not being impulsive, and maybe that's what's happened in the past is you've been much more impulsive with just diving into something, and this time around you're like, okay, I'm really going to take time to assess. But you've got your heart open, you're ready to give. You're seeing that they want to give to you. There continues to be this evidence of that they're willing to work for this connection, to make the effort. You're seeing those tangible results. It's new, it's the beginning, it's slow, but there's progress. And as you make progress, you realize, oh, this person is amazing. They continue to show up for me. Wow. And the progress, it's slow and cautious at first, and then it builds up, builds the up speed. And yeah, coming together with someone who's really a good fit for you. Because you're trustworthy. You're resourceful. They're mirroring who you are. It's someone different than you've encountered before. And you're like, when's that other shoe gonna drop? Gonna fall when the shoe drop? Anyway, you kind of you keep waiting. You keep expecting like a sword, one of these swords to stab you in the back, and it keeps not happening. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, good. Yay, Capricorn. I'm gonna go with the Spirit Animal Oracle to end this. Bobcat Spirit, life is a mystery. Yeah, it is, isn't it? You're having to embrace the mystery of this person, of this situation. You're becoming a whole new person in a way, showing up totally differently than you have before. And that you're stepping into the unknown. It's all a mystery. You're calling in somebody that you probably have not encountered this type of person before. Someone who's actually trustworthy and loyal and nurturing. What a concept. And it can put you on the defense. Like, again, when are they going to show their true colors? But this is their true colors. Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Reclaim your power through the act of receiving, through allowing someone to show you who they are. You don't need to hang on to your power in a way that constricts you, that holds you back. Your power lies in your vulnerability, in being willing to share yourself and let someone else share themselves. It's reciprocal. My lighting is very bad right now. And Parrot Spirit, watch your words. Remember that as things progress, there are going to be times when you feel triggered, when they say something probably from in a totally innocent way, but it reminds you of the previous person or people who have said something similar. And you have that knee-jerk reaction. And you want to just be like, tell them off. And it's like, hang on a second. Step back. Don't let yourself use the former situations to tell you how you should respond. If you're not sure, ask. Okay, you just said that. What does that mean exactly? Explain yourself. Not in a defensive way, but just like before you make any assumptions, get clear. Well, let them communicate with you. Let them. It's again. There's this sharing with one another, of each other. Be gentle. Be kind. Let them do the same. And this will be an amazing connection. It really will. As long as you release the need to control. Which is, I know it can be challenging, but that is where your power lies. Let yourself be reborn into your most awesome, authentic self. And call in this person who reflects that back to you. All right, Capricorn, that was beautiful. I love it. Something's coming. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.